welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more cleaning motivation and lifestyle videos. Today I'm doing something a little bit different here on this channel. I'm going to be showing you everything that I eat within a day. Of course, every day is not exactly the same, but to make my life easier, it kind of is. It might be just a different variation of things. For the most part, I try to keep things simple and easy and fast to make. All of these recipes are fairly simple and you can make them in about 10 minutes, and that is good for people like me. If you're a busy mom or just a busy working person or just a busy person in general, you don't want to spend all day in the kitchen, and neither do I, because I have a million and one things to get done. So these are fast, quick, and delicious. So we're just going to go ahead and jump right into the video, and I'm going to show you the first thing that I consume.
All right, so starting off, I'm going to be making my green juice, and basically this is just celery juice with some powdered super greens, and this is the first thing that I typically consume in the morning while the kids are getting dressed and ready for school. I like to take this on an empty stomach just because I feel like it works better. Is there some logic behind that method? Not exactly sure. I feel like it is, but I can't think of it off the top of my head. But we're just gonna go with it. I just feel like it works better on an empty stomach. There is a lot of benefits to drinking celery juice, but the most common ones, or the ones that I found that actually are present with me taking celery juice, is it really helps with my skin. It helps clear my skin. It helps with my hydration level because, again, it is juice. It definitely helps with my bloating. My stomach definitely is flatter, and it does help you be more regular. I know TMI, but it definitely helps with that. And it also helps lower your blood pressure and cholesterol levels. It has a lot of other different benefits, but I really highly suggest you guys including this into your diet, even if it's just once a week. I like to try to do this once every other day. My goal is every day, but we haven't gotten there yet. And basically all I do is I take a whole stalk and I wash it and just stick it into my juicer. Nothing more, nothing less. The only extra thing that I do is I add this super green powder just for some extra immune benefits. As you can see here, one whole stalk equals about 2 cups of celery juice. Now it is later in the morning and I'm gonna go ahead and make me some breakfast. I guess you guys can call this intermittent fasting. Me, I just find I'm hungry later in the morning and not first thing when I wake up. So this is going to be my breakfast. Typically I like to have this every day because it's just healthy. But as you can see, it's about 9:30. I'm going to go ahead and preheat the oven to about 375 because I do have these vegan breakfast sausages. These are so good. I discovered them maybe 3 years ago and I have never looked back. These are so good. They're so healthy, and you can see they have 9 grams of protein. You can cook them different ways. They want you to cook it in the skillet, but me personally, I find that it cooks better and it tastes better and it tastes more real if I go ahead and put it in the oven. So I typically have 2 of them and it only takes about 10-11 minutes to cook. Like I said, all of these meals are going to be really quick and easy to make. So while that is cooking, I'm going to go ahead and make my egg scramble. So when I make my eggs, I like to include or I like to cook them in olive oil. I just feel like it's more healthy because, you know, olive oil is a healthy fat. Eggs are also a good protein source. Just don't get the shell in it like I did. But hey, this is a realistic video. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Sometimes it does happen. But for me, I like to cook 3 eggs. And I do like to season it a little bit, not too much. I do garlic powder and garlic salt, but not too much. Sometimes I do put cheese on it when, especially I'm cooking eggs for the kids. But me personally, as I got older, I'm not really into the cheese eggs anymore. I remember being a kid and making eggs. I used to drown my eggs in cheese. But now that I'm older, I just don't care for it as much. Now, a little hack that I've learned along the way is if you add a little bit of milk to your eggs, it does make it more fluffy. You guys, I do not drink regular, or I don't drink cow's milk. My kids don't drink cow's milk anymore either. We do almond milk, and I find that it works just the same as regular cow's milk. I do usually make my eggs scrambled, but some mornings, especially if I'm in a rush and don't have time to sit there and make scrambled eggs, I do boil some eggs in advance because that doesn't take too much effort. You just throw them in a pan and boil them. But this is my preferred method of cooking them. Now with the same pan, I'm going to be adding just a little bit more of olive oil because I want to go ahead and heat up and saute some peppers and onion mix that I had already prepped for another meal. Again, I like to use things that I already have, and I like to meal prep or at least ingredient prep just to make things just so much easier for me. But I love a scrambled egg mix, and I love sauteed peppers and onions. They just elevate any kind of dish that it's with. So I'm going to be adding that to my eggs. And again, these are already cooked because I did prep them ahead of time. So it really doesn't take long. We really just put them in the pan to heat up. So again, everything is done and it took less than 10 minutes. Once you cook your eggs and your peppers, the sausages are done, or the vegan sausages are done. You can eat it like this, it's fine, but me personally, I like a little spice, so I'm going to be adding some sriracha to everything basically. After breakfast is done, maybe an hour or two later, I do make myself a cup of coffee to kind of suppress my appetite a little bit, just because I like to eat my lunch later in the day, because that's when my day starts to get more hectic and I just don't want to be hungry during that time. So I'd rather eat my lunch a little bit later just so I can have enough fuel to get through the evening. And my coffee of choice is number 1, the Colombian coffee. I do like any kind of dark roast. Medium roast is okay, but me personally, I like it dark. Now, depending on the day that I'm having, I will drink the coffee just straight black if I need an energy boost. But this particular day was a light day, so I'm just going to be adding a little bit of creamer. And we only have like 2 different kinds of creamer in the house. We only have French vanilla, and then the hazelnut is the only 2 really that I drink. They do have like seasonal ones, but these are the main staples. Now it is lunchtime and we are going to be making these what I call tuna sliders. Again, I like to eat my lunch later in the day, so this is probably 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon before the kids get home or right as the kids are getting home, again because I like to have the fuel to get through the rest of the evening. And basically what I'm going to do is I already opened 2 English muffins. You can use any kind of brand you like, but I like the Thomas ones. And next I'm going to be prepping the ingredients for the tuna. In my tuna, I like a little crunch, so I'm going to be cutting up some celery just to mix in with it. I don't like them too large, so I am going to dice them before I mix them all together. Now I'm just going to be cutting up my tomato in slices to put on these sliders. Now, if you don't like tomatoes, you can definitely skip this step. This is not like a legit recipe, you guys. This is something that I just enjoy and I just kind of put things together as I have in my house. Now for the actual tuna mix, we have the celery that we just cut up. We have a can of tuna and I did drain it. I don't like the extra juice and I just don't want my bread to be soggy, so that's why I don't keep it in there. I also use some sweet relish. Any brand is fine. We're going to use some mayonnaise, and then of course you guys know that I am from Maryland and we put obey on pretty much everything. So after I mix this together, I am going to be putting that obey on there. Once it's mixed, all you have to do is go ahead and scoop it and put it on the English muffin. Now you can most definitely eat it just like this or eat it like mini sandwiches or however you have it, but I'm just gonna go the extra mile and go ahead and broil it for maybe 30 to 60 seconds. It really depends on your oven. It doesn't really take mine that long, just because I want the bread a little bit toasted and I want the tuna to be heated up a little bit. You can definitely add cheese, but again, you guys, I don't really do the cheese as much. So this is how they're coming out. As you can see, the steam. It only took about 30 seconds because my oven is pretty fast. And then I just added some parsley for a little razzle dazzle. And last, I am going to be making myself some dinner. 9 times out of 10, me and the kids do eat separate dinners at the same time, but they are separate meals because I am a pescatarian and I don't force that on them. so they still eat regular things. I'll let them make that decision like I did for myself. So basically I'm going to be making a shrimp stir fry. As you can see, my shrimp is already in the air fryer, and this is really simple as well and really fast, especially with the air fryer. So you see I already have my shrimp in there. They are defrosted and peeled already. You can buy them like this or you can prep it ahead of time. Now I'm just going to be cutting up my zucchini in bite-sized pieces. I'm also going to be taking these I call them cherry tomatoes, but I'm pretty sure they have another name because they're different colors. But I'm going to be taking the tomatoes and just slicing them in half, making them more bite-sized pieces. And I'm just going to combine all of that into the air fryer. Now I'm just going to be taking some Old Bay seasoning and putting it on everything. Are you guys seeing a pattern here? I absolutely love Old Bay seasoning. As you can see, I can probably put this on just about anything, but it's probably because I am a pescatarian, but it's probably not. But I am going to be taking that, stirring it, mixing it all well, making sure it is evenly on there. I'm also going to be taking this Lowry steak chop. You guys can put this on absolutely everything. It's really good on, my kids love it with the chicken, and I'll cut up some peppers and put that for the marinade, and it's really good. But again, you can put it on anything. As you can see, I'm putting it on shrimp. So I'm just going to go ahead and mix that all together. You don't really need a lot because this is already flavorful by itself. And I'm going to just go ahead and put it on the shrimp setting. I don't know, this is just the cook one, and it only takes 8 minutes, as you can see. So it doesn't take long to prep, and it only takes 8 minutes to cook. So that is a quick and easy dinner. You can eat this definitely by itself, but me, I had some leftover rice, and I absolutely love rice, so why not go ahead and pair it together. So that is typically everything that I eat in a day. I really hope you guys enjoyed, and as always, I will see you in my next one.